The thing about Curtain Call, the version that you will know and will love, believe me you will, is it's not the first version actually. The song went through a little bit of a metamorphosis, quite like an ugly bug turning into a beautiful, enchanting butterfly. Just like me. Just kidding. I was always beautiful. The first version, I believe, came out in 2020 when I was on my last year at uni. By that time, one of my assignments to do was to create an EP that was supposed to last for about 15 minutes. I don't know, it was just 3 songs. That's what I did. The first Curtain Call was one of those songs for the EP. Mind you, it wasn't a very good song. It was more of a throwaway song, I feel like, because I feel like out of the 3 songs that I made, only one was decent enough. It was decent enough to make it into my other artistry, which you're gonna hear about soon enough, but it is on that later. But yeah, I don't think it was good. I don't think it was good. I might have thought it was good at the time, but whenever I listen to it nowadays, I just absolutely hate it. The idea did come to me quite easily, because once again I was in the time of my life when I was just thinking a lot about my experience with broken hearts and just getting let down by the only man I ever loved. Thanks, Brad. I was really going through my Taylor Swift phase when I just want to write about my breakups. Heart wants what a heart wants. Oh well. And I also believe it was shortly after I went to see the amazing Everybody's Talking About Jamie spectacle. I didn't go to a theater, not an actual theater where you go see it live on West End or something like that. It was a cinema release. It was like they recorded it live, and then they were casting it to cinemas around the UK. So I guess it was an experience. It wasn't bad, but it was not, you weren't there, they weren't here. And I just really thought about how hiding your true feelings and being a queer kid, a teenager at school among, straight kids, especially in a country that's not very gay friendly, not as UK at least. It does feel like a spectacle on its own. It does feel like a play, like you are doing your best to keep your face on. It's like you are an actor and you are not showing your actual feelings to the audience. You're just showing what you're supposed to be showing on the stage because that's the script. And that really got to me, so I really tried to, write songs about it. It wasn't a good song. It was not a good song the first time. But yes, I did make the song. I do think it was just also the time of my life where I made songwriting and production like overcomplicated because I didn't know what I was doing back then. I still don't know perfectly what I'm doing. Let's be honest. If y'all think I know what I'm doing at all, you're mistaken. But I do have a little bit more grip of it than I had 2 years ago, where I overcomplicated every single step. Like it's what the fuck was I thinking? So the song was made, the assessment was submitted, I got a grade for that. I didn't think much of it, and then I did kind of a few years later, I still saw the potential in the story. I knew there was a great story in there, and I knew I had to take it out somehow. I was just kind of unconsciously thinking about it. Can you unconsciously think about something? If you think about something, it's consciously. You don't think about it unconsciously, do you? I don't know, I don't care. And it did end up in me just like thinking of a whole completely new idea, because that's another thing. When you're a songwriter, you have to kind of accept the fact that not everything you write is perfect. You have to accept that sometimes you will write things that are not good and might need a redo, or that they will need a little bit of change, they might need a little bit of tweaking, or they might need a complete change, or they're not worth it and you need to drop them. Sometimes you need to prioritize things. I'm grateful that I was able to rework the whole idea, because again, I do think that the idea is great, because I do think that there's a lot of potential with the story and the whole idea. So I'm very glad that I was able to actually do something that I'm happy about, that I'm proud of, and I'm just hoping that you guys can listen to it and think it's so good too. God, hopefully. Anyway, this is me talking about the first version of Curtain Call. If you guys want to listen to that first version of Curtain Call, I'm gonna make sure to put the old version on my SoundCloud, and I'm gonna leave a link down in the description, so you can go there and listen to it and think how horrible it is, and then you can go and listen to the new version and think, wow, what an improvement. Jodi is such a great musician, and she was very shit back then, which will be true. It's still rude to say that. you bitch. So please, if you enjoyed this video, just make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, and stay tuned for more videos in the Curtain Call production. Final Curtain countdown, bitches. Ciao.